What time is it?
Now.
Where are we?
Here.
Swing high. 4 years ago and some change, we became friends. I know this is cliche to say, but we really could have never predicted this then. All those choices we made between then and now, and all the time it took to end up at this very moment, where I'm happier and more in love than I've ever been. In the past, I had a hope that a love like this existed, but I kept the dream of it deep within. My confessions of loneliness only ever spoken out loud to the night sky. Even when I was young, I sought and found such comfort in the stars, knowing what a miracle it is that we are all on this giant blue marble, hurtling through space together, and yet there I would stand, finding my favorite constellations and contemplating the phenomenon of being alive. Well, someone or someones must have been listening and decided to guide our hearts together and help me recognize I was biking around with my forever partner.
My Aubrey. I am so lucky to be marrying the incredible woman that I met 4 years ago while shredding the trails at Frick Park. You quickly became so much more than the lively mountain biker that loved to unite the group with a, "Can I get a hell yeah?" Your friendship cracked open a part of me that encouraged me to think deeper and become more connected with myself. You have a beautiful ability to genuinely relate to people, and I thank the universe that it brought me to you.
Do you know that almost never, you never falter to look up every time I say, "Oh, look at this or that," pausing your day to share in small moments of mine, like pointing out all the fall colors of every other tree, or some pose that Bayo is doing, or a sign for a bakery, bookstore, or coffee shop, which you perpetually explore with me everywhere we go. I promise that I will pause to look at our life too, every beautiful detail, and cherish all the moments I get to see you looking back.
There were countless decisions and moments of happenstance that had to occur for us to be standing before each other today, but this love was truly written in the stars. Perhaps they all aligned on a random night under a North Carolina sky, or maybe CoStar has something right and the blueprints were drawn well before we ever knew of each other's existence. Something bigger has always been at play, and you remind me every day to trust in the universe and know that whatever is meant for us will find us.
I promise you that I will stand by your side and reach out to meet you wherever that may be or however that may look. There I'll be, beside you. There was no turning back from the moment I knew I'd fallen in love with you. It had become a core truth that you were meant for me and I for you. All of me chooses you. It was no surprise to me that there was an anomaly in the sky the night we fell in love, mirroring the rarity of what was happening between us. I saw that as applause from the sky, that they had done their work to get us to that moment, and the rest was up to us, my love.
I love you. I love your families, like my own, and I couldn't dream of anyone else I'd rather spend my life with. You live your life loudly and with pride, and you inspire me to do the same. I admire the way you share what is important to you, and now I know not to leave Trader Joe's with at least 3 cans of Cabot whipped cream. I respect the person that you are, and I promise to always lift you up and sing your praises.
When I met Elysar, I wanted to like her, but I didn't want to like her because I just didn't know, and I didn't want Aubrey to get hurt, and I didn't want to get hurt because you fall in love with that person also. But as time went on, she was always beautiful, gracious, respectful.
You know, the last couple of years, it was so clear that Elysar's life has really changed to the better. You could just see it. You know, life took on a new meaning for her. You know, you could sense she was happier and that she's really living a fulfilling life. And that's really, I believe, when Aubrey has come into the picture.
we are riding together feels like a fairy tale. I love these chapters we continue to string together. All of the simple moments, the core memories, and all of the little bits in between them are intertwined love stories. I choose you, Aubrey, forever, and I don't want to be without you.
I promise to find you in every lifetime, like I did in this one. Always choosing you, for a love like ours will eternally find its way back, because it is written in the stars.
I love you. I love you too. Come on now with it! Congratulations, Mrs. and Mrs. Nadja. Yay!